Welcome to Brett Dupree's talk on his awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree. I don't know why I started like that. Well, today is going to be a little bit more personal growthy because I saw this video on TikTok, something I'm obsessed with, and it was this guy who showed this Jordan B Peterson clip, this guy I'm not a fan of. And he asked him this question of what is important to you, and he said something like to not look stupid, and the guy talked about how that's a trauma response and all that jazz. But it did actually make me kind of feel empathy for Jordan Peterson, because to give that kind of answer just shows a lot of childhood and basic trauma, because you should want more. But of course, something like that does something. Every time something really sticks out to me, I like to turn the question around to myself and what is important to me. And that's kind of why I've been going on this journey, and especially starting these videos, because what's important to me is to make every interaction I have with someone to make their day brighter. I want to just be a positive force in this world. It's one reason why I think this serves me so much, because I enjoy that. I kind of lost myself a few years ago. I got into depression. I did. COVID hit me very hard. I lost my purpose, my reason for being, which was to be a professional life coach and to be a motivational speaker. And I don't know if I want to do that anymore. But I do know I like to share myself and see if my journey can help you. And that's why I started these videos. Watching that helped just reinforce that is important to me. I don't need to be a life coach. Heck, I'm a software tester. And one of my coworkers, I was just having a conversation with her, and she said, like, I have this aura of positivity. And the thing is like, she lives in California. I have met her in person once, and she said that before we met, because she was up here on a business trip to do business, and we met afterwards because it's on the same team. It's cool to meet the people, but I mean, saying like somebody who just hasn't seen me in person, just interacted with me over Zoom. I rarely put on my camera because, again, depressed. It's been hard to get up in the morning and do something with my hair. And since I have longer hair, I should do something. It looks extra curly today. But she was able to see that because, I mean, thinking about it, I don't need to be a life coach. I don't need to be a motivational speaker. I just need to treat everyone I can the most positive way I can. I mean, I saw that with my dad. I remember growing up and seeing how no matter where we went, and we didn't grow up in a small town, it was a pretty big suburb, Kent, Washington, and every time we went to the grocery store, they liked him. Uh, the barista outside Johnny's, I think, had a crush on him, but she was always super nice. He always stopped and gave her a talk. The people at the bank, they let me use my ASB card to cash my work checks because they knew my dad. Because my dad treated everyone with respect. He treated everyone with kindness, and he always had a smile on his face, and he was always so polite and fun. And yeah, and that's how I want to be. It was a really good example of that. And that's what it's important to me, to be just a positive force in this world. And thinking about that, especially doing these videos, really emphasize the fact that I want to be positive. So I'm thinking, what do I need to do in my life to be the person that I want to be? Because I think that's the most important question in this life to ask myself is, who do I want to be and how do I want to put myself out into the world? And to do my best, I don't need to be perfect, but to do my best into being that person that I know I can be. Because, I thought I wanted to be the 2019 Brett Dupree, as I was saying in my last video. I was riding high, everything was going great. But no, now that I look at it, I want to be a person. It's important to me is have a more solid foundation. I really need to get a handle on handling my emotions when negativity happens and I feel emotional, and to deal with them instead of numbing them through food, through television, through 90 minutes of TikTok lying on my couch because I just don't want to get up, and to work on that. And, therapy has been very helpful for that with that. And working on my emotional eating is just working on my emotions overall. And so the last work I've had in the last year and a half, almost 2 years, has been a lot of help for me. In fact, I was just thinking about it this week as my body's starting to finally, my year anniversary is next month at Orange Theory, where I went to work out, where I'm finally feeling myself for the first time in a long time. Felt I lost myself. And I'm finally feeling myself. I'm finally feeling happy and okay with who I am and better. I mean, I'm not there yet. I'll talk about later how some of the low points I've had in the last year and a half, like very low self-esteem moments, hit rock bottom. But now I'm starting to feel like the Brett Dupree I know I am, and that it's important for me to be the Brett Dupree of who I am. So it's very important, I think, to make a decision of who you want to be and how you want to be in this world and just work towards it, because that's what's, well, it's important for me too. I know, like trying to switch between, I'm trying not to be like all personal growthy, but just talk about my journey. And it's hard because I was a Toastmaster for 11 years. Anyway, I'm way over my time, so like and subscribe and all that jazz. Love you like a play cousin. That is somebody else's line.